All right, welcome back, everybody. My name is Lisa. I'm your trainer for today. We did a HIIT program earlier. Now we need to work through a little yoga sequence just to kind of open everything back up. I'm looking for core stability, making sure everything is nice and strong. So remember, your core is going to be your pelvic floor, right? Your diaphragm rib area, in through your internal, external obliques, abdominal muscles, and your back muscles. So this entire section makes this nice little box. It has to be nice and strong to maintain your stability in this area. Make sure you're reducing lower back pain. You're making sure that when you're moving, you're not going to tweak something. So let's just go ahead and work through a sun salutation, and then some core strengthening movements. So if you would go ahead and join me right here in a mountain pose. So rounding all four corners of your feet, lifting up through those arches. Nice strong hamstrings engaging your glutes. Shoulder blades come down, pressing your fingers down toward the floor, lifting up through the crown of your head, finding your breath. Nice big inhale here and exhale. Nice inhale in, exhaling everything out plus a little more. Getting deep into your lungs. Nice big inhale and exhale. Expanding your rib cage out toward the sides of the room. Exhaling everything out plus a little more. Getting deep, making your diaphragm work. Your next inhale, you're going to take those hands all the way up to the ceiling. Take it over to one side, nice and easy. Grounding all four corners of those feet. Hips are still firmly planted. Bring it back to center, over to the other side. Bring it back to center. Now give me a slight back bend here. Itty bitty, doesn't take much. And we're going to exhale this forward. First forward fold of the day. So as you forward fold, your chest is coming close to your legs. Your forehead is coming toward your shins. You're letting your head hang down nice and heavy. Maybe you shake your head no. This is elongating through the hamstrings. So you might find that you need to soften your knees a little bit, and that's okay. It's all right. You're good. So pressing the crown of your head down toward the floor, chest toward your thighs. Nice inhale here, big exhale. We're going to soften those knees. Take a nice big inhale up to the ceiling. Slight back bend here. Exhale it forward. Now this time, I want you to inhale, go halfway up. Nice flat back, elongating through the hamstrings, getting a little bit deeper here. Starting to stretch through the glutes. Bring those shoulder blades down your spine. Bring your hands right back down toward the floor, nice and easy. Grasping your elbows, take it out to a little ragdoll, little side to side. Now you're moving through your waist, not through the shoulders. Movement is back and the low back. Just elongating through, nice and easy. Big inhale here, big exhale. And we're going to place those hands on the floor. And we're going to take this out to that full plank. You see how do I need to turn here? Step it out to your full plank. First plank of the day, plant those shoulder blades. Body is nice and long. Sorry, I'm recording on two devices here, trying to make it good for everybody. Bring those knees down. Tops of your feet come down to the floor. I want you to plant those shoulder blades down your spine. Bring your body down toward the floor, tucking those elbows in nice and tight. Lifting your chest, wherever your lift is. You may find that you need to drop down a little bit lower, engaging your triceps. Lengthen through your abdominal muscles. Press your hips down toward the mat. Shoulder blades come away from your ears. Rolling onto those toes. Pressing back up into plank. And slowly taking this up into your first downward facing dog of the day. You're going to pedal through your knees. Nice and easy. Pressing through your hands. Hips are toward the ceiling. Chest is toward your legs. Up on your toes. Down on your heels. And we are slowly going to walk this up to the front of the mat. Take a nice big inhale here. Reaching toward the sky. Slight back bend. Exhale forward. Inhale halfway up. Nice flat back. Exhale it down toward the floor. Step back, right foot, left foot. Take it to plank. Nice and long. So you got some options here. You can take those knees right back down to where you were. You can plant those shoulder blades. Take it down halfway. Little chaturanga here. Crocodile. Chest comes all the way down and lifts. Whatever your lift is, maybe it's an up dog. Thighs are coming up off the floor. Chest is lifted. Shoulders away from your ears. Rolling onto those toes. Pressing back up into your plank. Pressing back into the heels. Hips come toward the ceiling. Now team, slide your hands back slightly. We're going to bend your knees. Hover just above the ground. Core is engaged. Knees are not touching. Bring it back up toward the ceiling. Take it down toward the ground. Back is nice and flat. Toward the ceiling. Exhale. To the ground. 2 inches above. Little hover. Back to the ceiling. We're going to do that one more time. Pressing your hips down, toward the ceiling. Heels down toward the floor. Knees come down toward the floor one more time. And then take it up to the ceiling. Lifting your right foot up toward the ceiling. Stepping it right between your hands. Hopping your back foot out just a little bit. Take it up to a crescent lunge. Sink a little deeper into those hips. Pinkies rotate in. Chest opens up. Shoulder blades come down your spine. Everything's nice and tight. Rotating this forward, taking both hands inside your leg. Taking your lunge down a little bit lower if you have it. Planting your right hand inside, left hand inside that right foot. Rotate your arm up toward the ceiling. Take your eyes with it. Nice little easy twist. Everything's nice and tight here. A little lower in that lunge. Opening through your hips. Rotate your hand right back down to the floor. Stepping your back leg all the way in. Rotate up into chair. Pinkies rotate in. Nice and long. Sit down a bit deeper. In 3. Nice big inhale, big exhale. Take it all up to the ceiling. Slight back bend. Open the chest. Wrap those shoulder blades back. Pinwheel is up to the ceiling and float it down to the floor. Halfway up, team. Nice flat back, elongating through the hamstrings. Hands come down toward the floor. Step back, right foot, left foot. Press it back into your downward facing dog. Left leg is coming toward the ceiling this time. Bend the knee. Plant the foot on the outside of your left hand. Plant your right hand beside that left foot. Left arm is going to rotate up, stacking shoulder upon shoulder. A little balance challenge here. Taking your eyes up toward the ceiling. Opening your chest a little bit further. Sinking a little deeper into your hips. Nice inhale here, nice exhale. Rotating the hand right back down. Stepping your back leg all the way in. Here's your chair. Take it up to the ceiling. Slight back bend, open the chest. Pinwheels, hands up to the ceiling. Exhale it down. Lengthening through your hamstrings. Nice and easy, nice flat back here. On your inhale, exhale down toward the floor. Step or jump it back, right foot, left foot. Body's nice and long. Tuck those elbows in and chaturanga. Hold, hold. Press it all the way back up. Chaturanga. Press to the ceiling. You've got one more. We're going to hold it down. Hold, hold. Abs are engaged. Chest comes down and we're going to lift. Pressing your hips forward, opening up your abdominal muscles. Shoulders are away from your ears. Rotating onto those toes. Engage your abs. Lifting up through. Pressing back into your downward facing dog. Right leg is going to go toward the ceiling. Bend the knee this time. Open the hip. And slowly bring it all the way back in. Planting the hand right outside your right hand. Sorry, foot, right outside the right hand. So this time, we're going to move your hands over, right? Left hand plants beside that right foot. Rotate the arm up toward the ceiling. Okay, here's where it gets fun. So bracing your core, can you lift your fingers about 2 inches off the floor? Everything's nice and stable. Strong here. Looking good, looking good. Big inhale here, big exhale. Rotate it up, dropping your back hand onto the thigh, taking the opposite hand up to the ceiling, opening up long on the left side of your body. Bringing the back hand up, pinwheel is down, float it down to the floor, stepping your back leg all the way in, sitting back into chair. Beautiful. Take it back up to the ceiling. Slight back bend. Open the arms, wrap the shoulder blades back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Take it back up toward the ceiling. Exhale it down toward the floor. Forward fold. Halfway up. Hands come down toward the floor. Step or jump it back. Nice little plank here. Everything's nice and tight. Shifting into your downward facing dog. Oh no, I got excited. Hang on. We're not there yet, are we? Plant those shoulder blades. Chaturanga team. Nice and strong. Chest comes down to the floor and you lift. Shoulder blades away from the ears. Pressing your hips forward. Rolling onto your toes. Engage your abs. Lifting the hips. Pressing back into your downward facing dog. There we are. Left leg floats toward the ceiling. Bend that knee. Open the hip. Nice and easy. Big inhale, big exhale. And slowly rotate back. Float the hand or foot right between the hands. Planting your right hand beside that foot. Rotate the opposite hand up toward the ceiling, opening the chest. Body's nice and long. Here is where you're going to engage your abs. Lift those fingertips off the floor slightly. Hold, hold. Everything has to work here. And rotate this up, dropping your back hand onto the thigh. Front hand comes up over the ceiling. Opening up the front body. A little lower in that lunge if you have it. In 3. Just 2. And 1. Pinwheel it up. Bring it right back down to the floor. Step all the way in. Rotate up into chair. Stand all the way up. Open the chest. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Hands come toward the ceiling. Exhale forward. Hands come down to the floor. Nice and easy. Hopefully you're getting a little bit longer. It's getting a little easier to get to the floor. Opening up those hamstrings nice and easy. Planting your hands, right foot, left foot. Here's that plank. Down to that chaturanga. Chest comes down to the floor and lifts. Nice and easy. Opening the chest. Pressing your hips forward. Opening up your abdominal muscles. Rolling onto toes, bracing your core. Starting to lift your knees. Lift the hips up to the downward facing dog. Pressing back. Go ahead and shake your head now. Nope, I don't want to do this anymore. I got you. Taking that right leg up toward the ceiling. Your knee is going to come to your chest. Take it up to the ceiling. Your knee is going to go to the opposite elbow. Nice flat back to the ceiling. Outside, same elbow to the ceiling. Plant it right outside that right hand. Nice and easy. Taking the right hand toward the ceiling. Opening up the body. Support yourself in that lunge. Maybe the top hand comes forward. Maybe you lift and the bottom hand comes forward. Nice and easy. Rotate this up and into crescent. A little lower. Open the chest, wrap those shoulder blades back. Hold it. Getting a little warm, right? Feels good in like a sick sort of way. Rotate those hands up toward the ceiling. Float it back down to the floor. Stepping your back leg all the way in. Here's your chair. A little lower, little lower. Rotate it all the way up to the ceiling. Open the chest. To the ceiling. Exhale this forward. Plant those hands. Right foot, left foot. Body's long. Tuck those elbows in. Halfway down, chaturanga. Body's nice and long. Everything's engaged. Chest comes down and lifts. Pressing your hips forward. Engaging your core. Pulling onto the toes. Lifting your hips. Pressing your hips toward the ceiling. Left leg is going to come up to your chest, to the ceiling, to your opposite elbow, to the ceiling, to the same elbow, to the ceiling, outside the hand. Beautiful. Left hand's going to rotate towards the ceiling. Take your eyes with it. Left hand can float forward. You can brace your core. Float the bottom hand up. Hold, hold. Rotate it back in a crescent. Open the chest. Whoop! Nice big inhale here. Open the chest. Exhale. Pinwheel it back up to the ceiling. Float it down toward the floor. Back leg comes all the way in. Take a nice big inhale up toward the ceiling. And we're going to exhale this down. Team, go ahead and bend those knees and have a seat. So now that we're nice and warm, everything's starting to engage. We're going to work through some core movements. So grab I have one small ball. Grab a small ball. It's going to plant right at your tailbone. A squishy ball works best, but anything round that's going to support will be just fine. So arms are nice and long. Pinkies are rotated in. Pressing back into the ball. Bring your body back up. So when you come up, you're lifting proud chest. Proud chest. Exhale. Nice inhale here. Exhale. Slow and easy. Good control here. Philip, if you do nothing else, this is it. So we're rotating onto those toes. Let me slide back so everybody can see what's going on here. Better. Rotating onto those toes. We're going to lift, lift, reach. Nice and easy. Adding on. Press, getting the body long. Press. So using that ball for support on your lower back, toes are touching. Core is engaged. Get the body nice and long here. Maybe lift over. Opening up as much as you can comfortably. Everything's still engaged. Hands are floating. Exhale on the exertion. Nice and easy. Here it is in 3, just 2, and 1. Okay guys, that'll give you enough to get started with on your yoga. We're going to do some book openers real quick. As your cool down, you're always welcome to use these for any cool down you like. So you're going to lay on one side, does not matter which side you lay on. We're going to do both. Hands are going to plant together. Knees tucked as high to your chest as they can. Head's laying on maybe a pillow or something comfortable-ish. You're going to take that top hand. You're going to draw a big circle up and over your head. You're going to open your chest. Take that arm out nice and long. Take your eyes with it back behind you. Nice exhale here. Allowing your body to melt into the mat. Bring it back across. Up and over. Open the chest. Rotating through that shoulder girdle. Big inhale here. Exhale. And the hand comes straight across. Let's do it one more time. So this movement you can do as many times as you like. It feels really stinking good. If you feel like you need to add a little extra something, you can take that bottom leg long. Top leg can go long in front of you. Opening the chest. Only do this if you feel like you need a little extra stretch. Your body is already opened up. You've already got good mobility. And you feel like you need just a little more to get a full range of motion. Opening the chest. So the goal is both shoulder blades are hitting the floor. You're releasing through your entire body, relaxing your quadriceps, and bring it back across. And last one, of course. And slowly roll this all the way up. We're simply going to switch sides. Again, tucking those knees in as tight as you can. Arms are going to go nice and long in front of you. Top hand is going to reach up and over, opening the chest, wrapping your shoulder blade back. Feeling a nice stretch through your pecs, pec minor, that area through the shoulder area. Exhaling it down. Feeling your ribs and hips and legs melt into the mat. Close it back across. Big inhale up and over. So remember, with any movement, this is going to be your range of motion, your speed. So if you feel like up and over is going to be difficult for you, or it's not within your wheelhouse today, just open up straight across and bring it back. I like the extra mobility within the shoulder when you open up and across. Again, you can always take it nice and long if you need a little more. Up and over, rotating through. Dropping that shoulder blade down toward the floor, relaxing through the quadriceps, loosen up your glutes, and bring it back across. Nice big up and over. And through. Last one. And release. Thank you guys so much for coming and playing today. Much appreciated. If you have any questions, give me a buzz. I'm always here for you if you need me. So take a look, see what you think. Give me a buzz, let me know. Take care.